Hello all, my name is Patricia Barnett, and in this presentation I'll be going over the formulation and use of an employee climate survey. On the agenda, the purpose of an employee climate survey, the questions that will be asked on the survey using the Likert scale, the survey method of delivery, survey estimates which we get from SurveyMonkey, a summary of the presentation, the resources I've used in this presentation, and finally questions and a link to the survey itself. So what's the purpose of an employee climate survey? This type of survey is used for organizational training and development and provides a picture of your organization's needs. These surveys can be used to solicit employee opinions on a variety of issues such as a company's success in communicating its mission to employees, or local issues such as quality of the working environment. So, in this statement, when it says local issues, this can encompass a number of areas, such as creativity, innovation, satisfaction, senior management, interpersonal relations, and a whole host of factors that can be found in a workplace. But the ultimate goal is to find what is the climate of the workplace. And this is highly customizable because managers can find out exactly what their concerns are and how their employees feel in their workplace. So the questions on this particular survey and the Likert scale, as I mentioned, employee climate surveys can include types of items on a number of factors, but this survey concerns these 5 factors, which are satisfaction, diversity, compensation, security, and staff development, and we'll go over the particular questions on the next slide. For now, why use the Likert scale? Well, first of all, it aids in the clarity of survey questions. So we'll make a statement that's very clear and concise and use a standard answer format. So this accommodates short questions and consistent answer formats, as I mentioned. And after collecting the data, we can use median and mode for each question to determine the results. And ultimately, this gives the researcher a sense of the climate in the workplace, depending on which questions are asked. So as for survey method, the survey will be completed on SurveyMonkey. So why SurveyMonkey? First of all, the ease of accessibility. Once a survey is formulated in SurveyMonkey, a link is generated, and this link can be disseminated to your respondents, from which they can respond via computer, smartphone, tablet, basically any method that they can use to get on the internet. As far as cost, this survey was free to make. Ease of use, SurveyMonkey will show one question at a time, and we'll have all of the responses laid out. So it's very easy for a respondent to just click on their response and hit next to go to the next question. And once they're done, they hit done, and it's easy as that. SurveyMonkey also provides a very clear layout and clear visual impression. The rating scale, as I mentioned, the questions will be written utilizing Likert items, and we're going to utilize the same 5-point scale for every statement. So there will be a statement, and the responses will be strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree, and strongly disagree. And my rationale for formatting the survey this way was to make it very clear and consistent, so the respondent knew what was coming next. Once they read one statement, they pretty much know how the rest of the survey is going to be. So this is going to be a very fast and easy survey for them to take. So the specific questions on this survey are satisfaction. I am satisfied with my job at XYZ company. Diversity. My workplace values the diversity of employees' backgrounds. Compensation. I am adequately compensated for my work. Security. I feel I have job security. And finally, staff development, where my manager assists me to identify my training and development needs. The survey estimates that came from SurveyMonkey at the conclusion of making the survey were perfect, and the estimated completion rate on this particular survey is 91%, which is an excellent completion rate. And an estimate of the time to complete is only 1 minute, so it's very easy to disseminate this to respondents and say, this will literally only take you 1 minute to complete. So I'm sure that aids in the high estimated completion rate. And a survey in this format, with only 5 questions, a consistent response format gives all participants the ability to answer each question, which is what we want as researchers. In summary, restate the purpose and the importance of the survey. So again, this feedback on an employee climate survey is essential to facilitating the development and organizational change. So if managers want to know how their employees feel about a number of factors such as benefits, communication, mentoring, or any number of factors, this is the type of survey that can be used. And it's facilitated by the use of Likert items for a consistent question format. As such, the content and relevance of the survey questions are extremely relevant to the purpose. The questions that we're asking on here, on this employee climate survey, are going to directly give us results that can be used to improve the climate in the workplace. So we're going to keep the statements clear and concise. Again, very short statements, very clear, no ambiguity, and no confusion for the respondents. It's just an easy 1-sentence statement, and they respond right away. So there's a short completion time for maximum participation, again, only 1 minute. And the utility of the survey, this survey is definitely useful as far as gaining the climate and getting an overall snapshot of how employees are feeling. And this type of survey can be extended. On this one we only have 5 questions, but if the researcher wanted to get more in depth on a specific factor of a climate, then they can add more questions. So the reference used in this presentation, what is an employee climate survey? And there's the link. If you have any questions on this presentation, please feel free to leave me a comment. And finally, please click on the link to the survey to view the survey. And thank you very much for watching.